Going to show you how to make banderillas, which is a very simple Spanish dish of skewered tuna with a very simple little lemon marinade. Very straightforward to make. So the first thing we're going to do is, with a lemon, I'm just going to trim the little end off there. What that does is it allows us to place it on our chopping board, and we're going to go around the outside and trim away some of that zest. Now you don't want to go into the bitter white part of the lemon, just looking for that exterior of it. You could use a little zester if you have one at home, but I'm just showing you this way in case you don't have a zester. So around the outside, then we're just going to pile them on top of each other and get some thin little strips of zest. Give it a lovely little fresh pungent flavor. So in that goes to our bowl. Gonna chop our lemon in half, and using our juicer, just pop it in under there. Don't worry if you don't have one of these fancy juicers at home. You can just as easily juice it using your hand if you want to. And in goes our juice along with our zest. Now, also gonna add in my extra virgin olive oil. Now, what I really love about this recipe is that because we're working with tuna, which is a really nice, fresh, sort of healthy fish, the marinade should complement that perfectly, and it does. You've got your lovely zest in there, your lemon juice, which is nice and fresh, and the extra virgin olive oil, which has really got those nice, intense flavors in there. So, mix that around, and that's our marinade done. Really is as simple as that. We're then gonna dice our tuna into sort of even-sized pieces so that it all cooks at the same pace. And just pop that straight into your marinade. Now, as that tuna marinates, I'm just gonna strain off my green olives using some Don Carlos pitted green olives today. Just wanna get rid of any of that excess juice. So let those strain off. You can see if my wooden skewers, I've actually soaked them in water. The reason we do that is handy little tip. So is when you pop them in the oven in a second or under a grill, because they're soaked in water, they're not gonna burn and get sort of all frayed and brown around the edges. So to assemble this, our tuna, give it a quick little stir. I've also got some Don Carlos Spanish capers. Just gonna strain a couple of those off as well. They're gonna complement that tuna really nice. Capers and fish, classic combination. Works especially well. So now to assemble it, make sure your hands are nice and clean. Onto your skewer, little piece of tuna, then a green olive, then a little caper, and just basically alternate that process. So our tuna's all assembled onto our nice little skewers. Popping it into an oven-proof dish, and I'm just going to spoon that marinade over it. Really is too good to waste. So on that goes. No need to add any oil or anything like that to our bacon dish because the oil is already in the marinade. I'm going to pop them in under a hot grill. They're only going to take maybe 3 or 4 minutes because you don't have to cook that tuna all the way through, and they should be absolutely delicious. So our skewers have been in there for about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm just going to have a quick peek. As you can see, they're sizzling away. Really take no time at all. So all you want to do now, very carefully, just lift them out, serve them straight up. Something like this would work just as well on the barbecue. You get some lovely summer flavors in there. One last thing that I do want to do is I just want to tip it up, and that lovely little olive oil and lemon juice from the bottom of our tray, which I cannot begin to tell you, the smells coming out of that are absolutely amazing. A little drizzle over the top. Finish it off with a little wedge of lemon on the side. Lovely flavors coming off the green olives and capers as well. It's a lovely little fresh dish that really marries those olive oil and lemon flavors really nicely to complement that lovely fresh tuna. It's little fresh tuna skewers.